Hi everyone, and welcome to Yoga by Now Jess. I'm Jess and this is day 3 of this 7-day series. On Monday we started easing into the week. We moved slowly, we tried to connect with our breath, and yesterday we got into some twists. Today I thought we'd start to wake up the body a little bit more, try and build a little bit of heat and work with a little bit more strength in our practice. So as always, just do what feels comfortable in your body today. It might not be the same as yesterday or last week. It can depend on how you're feeling. So just take each step in a way that feels good for you, and feel free to take a rest anytime you like. We'll go ahead and get started today in any comfortable seated position. So you can sit cross-legged, you can sit up on your knees. If you've got some blankets or pillows, you could also sit up that way. Go ahead and close the eyes. Start to bring your awareness to the breath. Not trying to change it, just noticing how the breath is flowing today. And notice it without any judgment. Just let the breath be whatever it is at this point of the practice. Later on we'll start to focus a little bit more on the breath, and we'll use it as a part of our movement. But for now, just let it be. Just let the body do what it does. Start to notice if the breath is easy, whether the inhale or the exhale is slightly easier than the other. Relax the shoulders a little bit more with each exhale. And together we're going to take one big inhale through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. Really letting it go. One more time. Feel free to take a breath like that at any stage throughout the practice. It's a nice way to regroup if the monkey mind takes over, if you start to get lost in the movement. It's a nice way to just recenter and ground yourself. Come back to the here and now, and then pick up wherever you've left off. Now we're going to start to link our breath with our movement. Feel free to keep the eyes closed or maybe blink them gently open. So with the inhale, just open up the chest a little bit, take the chin up towards the sky. And with the exhale, tuck the chin down towards the chest. Just let the neck hang here, letting the weight of the head start to stretch out through the back of the neck. And the next time you inhale, take the chin back up towards the sky. Be mindful to open the collarbones as you do. And exhale, tucking the chin again. Now using the breath to flow between the two movements. Making the whole movement count, not rushing from point to point. And starting to make the movement a little bit bigger each time. Taking the shoulders back, rounding them forward. Start to bring the hands into the movement and the arms. Really rounding through the upper spine. So we're in a bit of a seated cat-cow. So you can take this movement as it is in your own breath, or you can start to take the movement a bit from side to side. Really rounding forward. And really opening up with each inhale. Beautiful. Come back through center. Just take a couple of nice big shoulder rolls. And reverse the direction. Beautiful. And then we'll come over into a tabletop position. We're going to take the right leg straight out behind us, keeping the toes on the ground. Have a nice stretch out through the back of the leg. Checking in with the hands, making sure you're not collapsing into the shoulders. So you've got a nice strong base through the hands, straight arms, and push through the space between the shoulder blades. And bring the right knee back and take the left knee and have a nice stretch there. Again, you can keep this movement still, or you can start to gently rock forward and back, warming up the wrists at the same time. Beautiful. Coming back, tucking both toes, getting the hands ready for our first downward facing dog. We're going to move up slowly. We're going to take about 3 breaths to move up there instead of heading straight up with an exhale. And I want you to keep the knees nice and bent and really feel how this first down dog feels in the body. So take a big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to pick up the knees. Keep breathing. Make this movement, as I said, 2 or 3 breaths. Straightening the spine first. Growing long, pointing the tailbone up towards the sky. And then starting to pedal out through the feet. Maybe rocking the hips from side to side. And then find a moment of stillness here. And with your next inhale, we're going to roll forward to a plank. And we're going to stay here for a breath, really pushing the mat away with the hands, strong legs, sending the heels towards the back of the room. Take a big breath in and exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. I'm going to tiptoe the feet up towards the hands at the front of the mat. Come to a nice easy forward fold. Again, having a little sway, you can grab opposite elbows. Keeping the knees as bent as you like for the first couple. And keeping the knees bent, releasing the hands, slowly rolling up along the spine. Taking the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. And bringing the head up last. Inhaling the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Then we're going to step the right foot straight back. And we're going to come to a crescent lunge or a high lunge. So use strong legs and the core to bring yourself up. And check that your knee is over your ankle. And you've got a slight bend in the back knee to tuck the pelvis a little so you feel that stretch right through the front of the right leg. Reach the arms up tall. Now there's always an option to stay here or see if you can come up onto the toes of that left foot. Beautiful. Big breath in. Exhale, lower the heels, bend the back knee and open up into a twist. Reach the arms long. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Take the hands to the earth, step back to downward facing dog. I'm going to roll forward to plank again with your inhale, taking a breath here. And then exhale, we're going to lower from a high lunge to a low lunge. Pause here for a breath. And then lower all the way down onto the mat. Take 3 baby cobras in your own breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keeping the elbows tucked into the sides. Inhale up one more time. Exhale down, tuck the toes. We're going to head up and back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. See how it feels now that the body's starting to warm up. This is a really nice time to take another big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Sink the heels a little bit deeper. Take the tailbone high to the sky, nice long spine. This time we're going to look between our hands, take the right foot up between the mat and bring ourselves up to a high lunge on the other side. So take a few breaths here to see how this feels in the body. Again, a little tuck of the pelvis will really move the stretch into the front left hip flexor. Arms up towards the sky, reaching long. And again, option to stay here or come up onto the toes of that right foot. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower the heels, bend the left leg, twist to the right, reach the arms long. And with a big inhale, we're going to step to the front of the mat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Should be starting to feel nice and warm now. Going to move straight on. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Reaching tall, and with our exhale, we're going to sit back into a chair pose. Try and look out in front of you so you're not collapsing through the shoulders. Keep the heart open. Just have a little check that you can see your toes. If your knees are too far forward, you won't be able to see your toes. You need to shift the weight back. Take a breath here. With the exhale, see if you can sit a little bit lower. One more big breath in. Exhale, fold. Slowly rolling up to standing. Making all of the movement count. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, sit back into that chair. From here, we're going to inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center and take a twist to the right. See if you can take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Bring the hands to heart center. See if you can make sure that the heart is sitting higher than the hips. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. You've got this. Keep the legs nice and strong. We won't be here for too much longer. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to a plank. Always the option to drop the knees in a plank if that feels better for you. I'm going to stay here for one more full breath. Take a big breath in. And then exhale back to a high lunge to low lunge, Take a full breath and then lower onto the mat. Take a couple of cobras. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you fold. One more, just like that. Exhale, fold. Take a breath in. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, let the heels sink a little bit lower towards the mat. Give the head a shake. Make sure there's no tension there. Then we're going to inhale the right leg up towards the sky. Come forward through plank. Hug the knee in tight towards the chest. See if you can take the knee to the nose. And inhale the right leg back up. This time we're going to exhale forward. See if you can take the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale the leg back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale back to the sky. And then you've got the option here to drop the right foot back down to a downward facing dog. Roll forward to a plank and lower as we did before, or you can keep the right leg up towards the sky, come forward to a plank and lower slowly down onto the mat. And take either a cobra or an upward facing dog. Big breath in, open through the collarbones. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Big breath out through the mouth if you like. Let the heart rate return to normal. Catch your breath. Then we're going to lift the left leg up towards the sky in three-legged dog. Come forward through plank. Hug the knee in tight, knee to nose. Left leg back up towards the sky. Forward through plank again. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale to the sky. Left knee to right elbow. Keep breathing. You got this. Left leg to the sky. Again, option to drop the leg, roll forward to plank and lower from there. Otherwise, you can keep the left leg in the sky. Come forward through plank, keep the leg up, lower slowly. Cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale back to child's pose. Well done. Take a few breaths here. And with your next inhale, roll up. And then come forward all the way onto the belly. We're going to take the elbows under the shoulders and come to a Sphinx pose. So you don't want to be collapsing through the shoulders here. You want to push into the forearms to lift the chest and then open the chest forward. And you want active hands. So it's almost like you're trying to pull yourself forward with the hands. Active legs as well. Push the tops of the feet into the mat. You can take a few breaths here. Good job. Gently release. Take the hands back under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. We're going to head up for our second to last downward facing dog. Take the right leg up towards the sky. Come forward through plank. Hug the knee in nice and tight. Step the foot forward. Come up to a high lunge. Again, see if you can come up onto the toes of that right foot. Now there's the option to drop the heel back towards the mat here and then take a twist. Or see if you can start to bend the left knee, twist open to the right while you're up on the toes of that right foot. Inhale back up through center. Lower the heel, lower the hands, step back downward facing dog. Last one. Really reach the spine long. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Come forward through plank, hug it in tight. Place it between the hands at the front of the mat. Strong legs bring you up. Up onto the toes, if you like, of that front left leg. Bend the right and twist open to the left. Always an option to stay a couple of steps previous if that feels better for you. Wobbles are okay. Breathing and smiling helps. Inhale back to center. Exhale, heel to the ground, hands to the ground. Step forward, forward, fold. Beautiful. Grab opposite arms, have a little sway from side to side. Release the hands, rolling up slowly. Shoulders up towards the ears, back, down, head up last. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And take the feet out about mat width mat width apart, sorry. And we're going to drop the hips low and come to Malasana, or a yogi squat. So you can sway the hips and see how that feels. You can leave the hands out in front of you, or you can take the elbows to the insides of the knees and bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Nice open heart, long spine. Gently release the hands down onto the mat. We're going to sit back onto our bums and lay all the way down. Keeping the feet flat on the mat, the knees up. We're going to take the right leg up towards the sky, flex the foot, and then bend the knee and drop the right ankle onto the left knee. You want the right hip to be open, the knee facing away. Keeping the shoulders and the head on the ground, start to pick up the left leg, bringing it towards you and reaching the hands through to clasp the back of the leg. Nice reclined pigeon here. We did some strong work through the legs. This is a nice way to release them. If you need a little bit extra, you can put your elbow into the right knee and start to push it away. So just see how that feels for you. Using the exhales to bring the left leg slightly further towards you each time. And then gently unravel, swapping to the other side. So the left leg goes to the sky, flex the foot, bend the knee, open the hip, left ankle to right knee. Start to bring the right leg towards you. Again, we'll just take a few breaths here. Using the exhale to gently soften. One more full breath. Exhale it all the way out. Then release the hands and the legs. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Maybe have a little rock from side to side. And then we're going to come and find a rest. So take the legs straight out into Shavasana. And let the feet fall out to the side. The hands go out to the side, palms facing up, and relax the body. Come back to the natural breath, not trying to force it or change it. Noticing if it feels different from when we started. Does the breath feel a little fuller? Does it feel a little easier? Notice if you're holding any tension. Use the exhale to soften any parts of the body you might still be holding on to. Enjoy this time to let the practice sink in. And take into your day whatever you need from this few moments that you've spent doing something just for you. With your next inhale, take the arms up overhead, reach them tall. Reach the legs out long, nice full body stretch. I'm going to gently roll over onto one side, making a pillow with your arm for your head, taking another full breath here. Then easily bringing yourself up to a comfortable seat, any way that feels good. I'm going to bring your hands together at heart center, bring the thumbs into the chest, take a little bow. And to seal the practice, we're going to take one big breath in and a big breath out. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying these short little classes this week. If you are, let me know, and hopefully I'll see you again here tomorrow. Happy Wednesday.